We are currently on day 11, and we're supposed to go and convince all the people who are the non-fighting group to basically join us and fight. We are off to go convince Tsubasa first because she seems the most easy to convince. So we're gonna start off light. Which room is she? Oh, second last one. Hey, girly. Bing bong. I rang the doorbell to Tsubasa's room. After a short while, the door slowly opened. Oh, it's not because she's cute. I mean, she's pretty cute too. I mean... See, this is the beginning, Toad, of me choosing who to ship in this game. This is me slowly getting to know all the non-fighters. So far, I've only gotten to properly know the fighting group. So now I can meet the non-fighters and then I can slowly start to build my ships. Right? After a short while, the door slowly opened. What is it, Takumi? Is it Hideko again? If you don't mind, I just want to be left alone. Actually, I came here on my own. Here, I brought you something. I figured you'd be hungry. Yes. Yes. Did you know I was looking at a list of, was it top 15 most attractive hobbies for a man to have in the eyes of a woman? Cooking was number 4. Want to guess what number 1 was? I don't know. I don't think it's like that's surprising, but like, I guess it depends. Guitar, ooh, not bad, not bad. Playing instruments was like number 3. That's a pretty good one. I think like playing instruments, playing music in general has always been pretty attractive. Mechanic, ooh, surprisingly not, but I think, what was that? I remember in top 15, like definitely in the top 10 was like woodworking. Number 13 was like blacksmithing, which I'm like, I don't know. Every time I think of blacksmithing, I think of like medieval Europe blacksmithing. Like, I don't know how many people are blacksmithing nowadays. Maybe I have a misjudgment. No, number 1 is actually apparently to like 98 point something % of women who said they found it attractive is just reading. Just reading. Just be a well-read person and you gain attractive points. And you know what? I agree. Damn, I'm hot. Yeah, we love our self-confidence. Heck yeah. You know what? Blaze, also bonus points for you. Writing is also in like the top 10. Reading and writing. I mean, they kind of go hand in hand, right? Like they're sort of in the similar vein. So I can see why people find it attractive. Yeah, celebrate that you are deemed hot by hobby. I figured you'd be hungry. Are those sandwiches for me? Yeah, I thought we could sit and eat together. Aw, like a little picnic date? It's just that I don't want Hideko to catch us, so would you mind letting me in? Way to get yourself into a lady's home. Of course, come on in. Welcome to my room, you beautiful sandwiches. You too, Takumi. What am I? A consolation prize? Okay, sorry dude, but I would be the same. Listen, if you were starving, food comes first. Food always comes first. Whoa, her room is so much brighter than ours. The tools and everything. Takumi's room is so drab in comparison. We didn't get anything fancy. Ours is so basic. The moment the door closed, Tsubasa pounced on the sandwiches. This is what I've been missing. I've been craving moist bread since we got here. I never want to see dry bread ever again. It makes my mouth feel like sandpaper. She must have been starving. She scarfed down the sandwiches in less than a minute. I'm stuffed. Thanks, Takumi. You're a lifesaver. Now I don't have to eat dry bread today. Have you just been living on dry bread since Hideko banned you from the cafeteria? Yeah. That bread is so dry. I had a nightmare last night where I was stranded in the desert. Hey, would it be too much to ask you to bring over some moist bread from time to time? No problem. I can try to sneak you some bread or rice balls. Really? But in exchange, would you open up to me? Huh? Open up to you? About what? The reason why you won't fight. If you have some reason, I'd love for you to tell me. I should have expected this. Is this what you were after from the start? The sandwiches were to bribe me for information? Yo, she has so many sprites. Everyone has so many sprites in this game. Sorry, Tsubasa. I know I'm taking advantage of your desperation here, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I just want to understand where you're coming from. Okay, fine. But in exchange, I'm gonna want some more moist bread later. Girl, this is your chance to ask for something aside from moist bread. Literally, they have a cafeteria with chefs cooking up whatever they want. Dream a little bigger than moist bread, please. She let out a deep, resigned sigh and began to share her inner thoughts. Look, I feel bad about it. I know it's unfair for me to stay where it's safe while you guys go out there and fight. But fighting is difficult for me. It's a physical thing. What do you mean? Girl, get your steps in. Tsubasa? I can't keep it down. Keep it down? When I get nervous, it comes out, and not just a little bit. When what comes out? I don't understand what you... Puke! I puke, okay? Huh? The way you know Kodaka is absolutely behind trying to milk things into innuendos. Oh. yeah, just puke. Nothing else. Huh? That's just how I'm built. When I get nervous, I hurl. Hurl on the enemies. Come to think of it, Tsubasa is always retching. Yep. That's why if I ever fought the invaders, I turned the battlefield into a sea of vomit. You really want to get showered by my puke? I mean, I feel like someone out there might be into that. I don't know. There's a lot of freaky freaks out there. Never say never. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop. Disgusting. Would you even be able to fight under those conditions? What if my puke got into your eyes? Could you take medicine or something? It's a physical thing, and medicine doesn't help the issue. I've tried all sorts of things since I was little, but none of them worked. When I get worked up, it just comes out. Even now, just picturing myself fighting the invaders. Are you okay? Oh, God, no. No, I can't keep it. Tsubasa vomited all over the floor. Yum. She immediately pushes me out of her room, tears welling in her eyes. Ew. That's a tough thing to live with. She vomits whenever she's nervous. She's right that she won't be able to fight if she's constantly puking. I can't blame her for refusing. But there's a chance she'll fight if she can overcome this issue. It didn't seem like she was unwilling to fight. If only I could find out a way to suppress her nausea. How, though? Puking is... Puking? Eito, how long have you been there? I just came by to see if I could help with anything. So, what is this about puking? I hate to air out someone's personal health struggles, but this doesn't seem like something I can solve on my own. Maybe I can ask him for advice. Yes, ask from one sick person to another sick person.
Oh.
Alright, just keep this between us, but... I proceeded to tell Heyo about Tsubasa's tendency to puke. I see. So that's what she's been dealing with. That sounds tough. Yeah, I want to help her, but I don't know how.
Oh.
She hasn't found a successful remedy on her own, right?
Oh.
In that case, maybe it's better we just assume she's going to vomit and plan around that instead. To like forget the core issue. Let's just assume she's going to puke. What do you mean? Like, have her bring a high-quality sick bag or something. A sick bag? Like the bags they have on buses? Do they have those on buses anymore? I remember seeing a sick bag on a, like, ferry boat I went on when I was in Asia. But I feel like... Oh, I saw a sick bag on a plane, too. On the plane ride. But I don't think I've ever seen a sick bag on a bus. I suppose if she used the bag when she had to, she wouldn't have to worry about getting puke everywhere. But do they even have sick bags here? High quality ones at that? What about using that gift-o-matic in the rec room? The gift-o-matic? Yeah, if they don't have them here, we just need to make them. Seems like it's able to make most things. With the power of a 3D printer. It's worth looking into. We headed over to the rec room together to check the gift-o-matic. Is anyone playing mahjong in here? Nope, no one. Alright, fashionable sick pouch. It looks like a fashionable pouch at first glance, but it contains an odor and liquid-proof barf bag. It can be fully washed for max cleanliness. Oh, nice. And it costs 0 resources. A fashionable sick pouch. This looks perfect. Tsubasa is sure to open up if we give this to her as a present. And the materials we'll need are string, a plastic bag, and a fashionable pouch. String and plastic bags seem easy enough to find, but a fashionable pouch may prove tricky. If anyone's likely to have a pouch, it'd be a girl. Maybe I can negotiate a trade of some sort.
Oh.
I'll look for a fashionable pouch if you can handle the string and plastic bag. And so, Heyo and I split up together the materials we needed to make the sick bag. Which girly would have a fashionable pouch? Now, where to start? I guess I'll just ask everyone. You never know, could be a dude. Okay, preparing for persuasion missions. Oh my gosh, there's a whole mission? Give Tsubasa a heartfelt gift. Persuade her. Talk to the other characters to gather information about what you should get her. You might also need to go exploring to get the materials you need to make the gift. Give everything you have to persuade Tsubasa. Okay. So I guess we're gonna talk to people first then. Who's around? Darumi's around. Where am I? Not there. Let's go. Oh wait, Darumi's like right next door. Is she? Infirmary, she should be... Is she not here? Says she's right in front of the infirmary. This is the infirmary. Darumi? Where are you? Darumi. Oh, Darumi. Are you just somewhere in the hallway? Is that what that map was? Oh, okay. The map is not entirely accurate. She's just somewhere in the hallway. Hey, Darumi.
Oh.
Darumi, do you have a fashionable pouch? If you do, could I have it?
I don't use them. I just dump all my makeup in my bag. I even throw my mirror in their raw dog, so I always end up cutting my finger on the cracked surface.
Oh.
Right. You should be careful. I always imagined that all girls carried around pouches and accessory bags, but I guess that's not the case. Wow! Come on, Takumi! You're better than that!
I mean, I might not have one, but I've got some ideas where you might find a pouch.
Really?
Back around where we found Heyo, I found what looked like a dilapidated cosmetic shop. I memorized where it was so I could go maybe pick up something from there later.
Oh.
Can you tell me where it is? I got the general coordinates of the cosmetic shop from Darumi. If I can't find a pouch somewhere inside school, I'll go check this place out later. Okay, I guess that's a option then. Alright, thanks Darumi. She's crazy, she's perfect, and I love her. Ooh, we can talk to the twins. Alright, let's talk with Ima first. Oh, we'll talk to them together. A fashionable pouch? I don't have anything like that. I've never even used one before. Not even once? We don't even carry around bags or wallets. We would only be targeted by robbers if we did. We tie all our valuables to our bodies so they're secure. Yo, these two have lived through like a war zone. Like, what is happening? They literally have been on the run. They're used to not like, they're not concerned about the potential of being evicted from the school. Like, they have actually been like living in Man versus Wild or something all their life. That's just being street smart. Yes, we literally keep things on our person. Reminds me of the nights we spent sleeping on the streets. Me snuggling up against my sister dearest. We were pressed up very close. What kind of horrible struggles did these go through? Did these two go through? There's a word missing there. Or did they go through? You can have a piece of string. I recommend you tie your valuables to your thigh. That's a shoelace. Thanks. I'll do that. While I didn't find a pouch, I managed to get some string. That's progress, at least. Alright, thanks you two. Ato's in the cafeteria. I mean, we're working with Ato, so I don't know if there's much point in talking to him, but sure. Look, Takumi. I found a plastic bag. Nice one, Ato. One item down. Let's keep this up. Where should I look next? Any ideas? You seem pretty upbeat. I don't know, I'm just having fun. It feels like a treasure hunt. I spent a lot of time in the hospital, so I never got to hang out with friends like this. I mean, we're not exactly playing around here, but whatever. He did find one of the items after all. Aw, Ato's just doing his best. Ooh. Alright, anything from Takemaru? How's it going, Takumi? Are you getting anywhere with them? Still working on it. I talked to Tsubasa, but it's a little complicated. I have a feeling that she will choose to fight with us. Yeah, bike lovers ain't no cowards. Bike lovers? Does Tsubasa like bikes? I mean, all vehicles, really. She's a huge mech geek. She really knows her shit. Never met a girl who knew more about bikes than me. That much, huh? Apparently her grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day where she learned how to be a mechanic. You know, I vaguely recall her saying something like that before. I wonder if the... Guess I didn't need to read that.
工場
おじいちゃんが工場やってるんだ。メインは車なんだけど、それ以外に何でも。
She can just be the resident mechanic for
よくおじいちゃんの工場を手
the
伝いに行
group.
くんだよね。
I don't know if she can repair the drones, but her grandpa's workshop, huh? I should file this information away. It might help me convince her. By the way, Takemaru, you know where I could find a fashionable pouch? What? Yeah, I knew it was a long shot. With the power of Grandpapa. Well, we got a string and a plastic bag, but we came out short on the fashionable pouch. Yeah, but I got a lead on where we might be able to find one. According to what Darumi told me, there's a cosmetic shop where we found Ato outside the school. We'll go check it out tomorrow. All this to convince one person. Therefore, it's going to take us 8,000 years to convince all of them. Day 12. We have 3 days, right? I think Hideko gave us like a max timeline of 3 days to convince all of them. Ready to go hunt for that fashionable pouch, Takumi? Alright, let's go. Escape! Escape the fire!
Yosh.
Okay, let's head for the cosmetic shop. It's somewhere around the spot where we found you. And then that should be in that direction. Where is that direction? Ah, okay. Got you, got you. Alright. Search start! We can also collect resources while we're at it. You see a mummy on the roadside. What in the world is this doing here? Give it a proper burial. What? As you begin to bury the mummy, it suddenly let out a strange, terrifying sound. Its cries of resentment. What? I'm giving it a proper burial. Shouldn't I get HP, not lose HP? Man. The world is cruel. Ooh. Torn dress. Okay, thank you. You find a beehive, maybe get some honey out of it. Take some out carefully. Go back 5 space. This game, please. You see several mannequins in a display window. Their outfits look pretty stylish. Maybe you should take one. Take sporty clothing, take a swanky suit, or take a lacy outfit. Isn't it May Day or something? Maybe we should go lacy. I got satin and I took damage. You tried to forcefully remove the clothes from the mannequin. Instead, you caused it to topple over and crush you. Why, thank you. It's okay, Takumi. It's for the satin. We do it for the good things. Yay, we got the pouch. Nice. Look, Takumi, we got a fashionable pouch. And now we have all the materials we need. Let's get back to the rec room and make that gift for Tsubasa. Alright. Fashionable, sick pouch. Yes. Crafting complete. Nice! Oh my god! Hi, Steph. I hope you're doing well. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. Yes, we made a fashionable sick pouch. We did it, Takumi. I'm sure Tsubasa will feel relieved when we give this to her. So you can puke and look hot while you puke. What a crazy, like, let's make her fight, and so at least she can puke and look good. Yeah, it'll eliminate her issue with fighting with us. Does it? I don't think this eliminates the issue. This just gives her something to puke into. Of course, just because we eliminate her reason for not fighting doesn't necessarily mean she'll join us. If it comes to it, you're going to have to remind Tsubasa of her reason for fighting. Yeah? What's that? Her grandpapa. The important people we left behind at the Tokyo residential complex. The things people need to protect. I'm sure if you remind her of that, she'll get on board. The important people we left back in the Tokyo residential complex. So someone like what Karuha is to me. Not only do we eliminate her reason for not fighting, we need to remind her that she has a reason to fight too. Seems pretty challenging. I guess there's no point in being negative. I'll go swing by her place then. Girly! Puke for me. Takumi, why'd you come back? Look, I'm sorry, but could you give up trying to get me to fight? You saw it for yourself. I puked all over the place. Having a pukey girl like me on the battlefield is only going to cause everyone trouble. Wait, you're giving this to me? Wow, it's such a cute pouch. But why are you giving me this? Wait, are you trying to bribe me again? Yes, with a sick bag. You don't need to be so alarmed. I just want to talk to you for a bit. Could you tell me again why you're so adamant about not fighting? Persuasion mission. Say the right things to Tsubasa. She shares her worries and convince her to fight. And if I don't? Is this a decision point? Will this affect things? You can choose what to say by pressing okay twice. The number of options may increase as the conversation progresses. Wow, this has suddenly become a dating game. This is basically what that is it not? If you choose the right responses, the persuasion rate will increase. Bring this gauge to 100% to successfully persuade her. Even if you fail, you'll be able to try again from the last failure point, so don't worry and just do... Okay, don't worry and just do your best. Okay, so we will eventually persuade her, yes? Okay. It just depends on how many tries it takes. Begin persuasion! I already told you why I can't fight. It's because it comes out when I get nervous. Ah. You don't need to worry about a little puke. Say that with confidence.
私がゲロだらけになるのは仕方ないけど、人様にも迷惑がかかるでしょ。自分のゲロが誰かの服にかかったらと思うと、そんなの私耐えられないよ。隅野だってゲロだらけの戦場で戦うなんて。
Just use a sick bag.
私に戦いなんて無理だよ。
そのエチケット袋を使ってくれ。
I want to listen to her say her entire statement, but like I also am worried that like I'll miss, I don't know, the prompt. What? This is a sick bag? It's a fashionable sick pouch. Excuse you. I know it just looks like a regular accessory pouch. I have never seen a sick bag that looked this cute. I wouldn't even be embarrassed to carry this around in public. If you're gonna spew, spew into this. That way you won't cause trouble for anyone else. New entrepreneurial business. You can take this onto Shark Tank. Fashionable puke pouch. You can puke wherever you need to. You don't need to be afraid anymore. Wow. So how about it, Tsubasa? Will you fight alongside us now? Oh, this music kinda picking up. Tsubasa? I'm sorry, Takumi. I know you went through all this trouble and everything, but I really don't think I can fight. Why not? Your puking issue should be solved now. This is not how you solve a puking issue. This is just how you solve the vomit issue, not the initial puking. I can't just puke in front of everyone like it's nothing. I'm sure everyone would make fun of me. Of course. What Tsubasa can't handle isn't the puking itself, but that everyone would see her do it. I know that now's not the time to be embarrassed, and there is a part of me that wants to get out there and fight with you. But... Wow, this is a one heck of a complex. Her voice is trembling. She must have suffered a lot because of her nervous stomach. I'm here if you want to talk about it. You must have been through a lot because of your ailment. I don't mind telling you, but it's kind of a bummer. I needed to eliminate Tsubasa's hang-ups with her vomiting and get her to join the fight. I've got to try this again. Oh no. It was Puke Cat. Thanks, please. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. What? Puke Cat is not a cool nickname. Darn it, I got distracted. It's all your fault, Blaze. It's all your fault. No, it's not. It's just an insult. So I guess you're making fun of me now too. That's exactly why I don't want people to know that I puke so easily. Damn it, I meant to encourage her, but I did the opposite instead. Oh no, how do I get her to fall in love with me? Tsubasa is terrified of being teased and ostracized by the others. If I don't eliminate that way for her, she'll never agree to fight with us. You know, I was talking about my random realization about pet names yesterday night. Who knows? Maybe Puke Cat can be a cute pet name. Could you imagine when someone vomits and you'd be like, "Oh, you're my cute little Puke Cat." That's awful. I have to get her to understand that I'll never abandon her. Retry! Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Is there any way for me to speed this up? Oh no, I can't. Oh. Okay. We won't make fun of you. Okay, apparently I am of the faith that not everyone is a good person. Which, you know, kind of fair among this cast. Just puke on them. Puke on your enemies. I'll puke too! Why is that the solution? I'll puke too? That's your comfort? Bro. Really? That's the answer? I thought I was gonna get another option. I was waiting. I was like, surely the comfort can't be, oh, if you puke, I'll puke too. Apparently puking is just on command. And how am I gonna manage to convince everybody else? If the logic is, I'll puke too. I'm your comrade, I'll puke too. We'll all puke together. One for all and all for one. If you vomit when you're nervous, vomit on the enemy and I'll vomit on them too. See? Okay, is that not a normal reaction? How is this the better choice? What are you talking about? If you puked on your own, you'd stand out. So I'll puke with you. That way, we'll both share half the attention. In no way I'm letting anyone willing to fight for their loved ones get ostracized for puking. Am I supposed to feel inspired by this? They're gonna have to make fun of me too. Are you kidding me? God damn, Takumi! No, I'm being serious. I mean, I'll puke for you right here, right now if you want me to. See, guys, this is why wooing women is so hard. What do you mean this is the correct answer? Tsubasa stared at me, as if she were trying to figure me out. I gave her as meaningful a look as I could in return. Puke with your friends? What? You wouldn't? Would it not give them comfort? I don't know about wooing someone via puking. That would be a first, but hey, I don't know. Maybe it works for some. Never mind, we could. I won't let Tsubasa go through this alone. If she gets made fun of, then so will I. I continue to meet her gaze in silence. Do you believe in my automatic puking? I had a feeling that if I looked away now, she'd close herself off again. 1 minute, then 2. I continue to meet her gaze without even blinking. God dang, my eyes are dry. Then suddenly her expression relaxed as if I had gotten through to her. I don't think I can even keep my eyes staring for that long unless I'm playing like an FPS or something and I forget to blink. I feel like that's the only time. Yes, baka desu. Puke with me? Are you crazy? How did you get like this? Aww. I mean, she's happy now at least.
Aww.
Nice, Takumi. It wasn't the reaction I was expecting, but I got her to smile at least. Oh, heck yeah. We're halfway there!
I don't know how long it's been since I had a real heart-to-heart with someone. I try my best to hide my feelings from others because I'm afraid of puking.
This music really just speeds up. We're gonna hit nightcore at this rate. I would have never imagined this. Tsubasa looks so cheerful and friendly, but underneath it all, she's actually very troubled. I'm sorry, Tsubasa. I'm sorry for asking you to fight when I didn't know everything you've been through. I had no idea how tough things had been for you. But as long as you're in this school, I'll never let you feel lonely.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying you see me as some kind of charity case?
Should I not be?
Life hasn't been that hard for me. Granted, things didn't go well at school, but I still had a place I felt like I could belong. A place where Tsubasa feels like she belongs. If memory serves.
Apparently her grandpa wants a workshop. She hung out there every day where she learned how to be a mechanic.
Oh.
And do you mean your grandpa's workshop?
How did you know that?
Takemoto told me. You hung out there every day, he said.
Yeah, tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop was always the highlight of my day. So you don't need to worry about me that much. People can get by well enough as long as they have one place they can belong.
Tsubasa's face lit up the moment she began talking about her grandpa's workshop. It must be the most important thing in the world to her. If it's anything like how Karua is to me, then... Do you mind sharing what it was like spending time at your grandpa's workshop? If her grandpa's workshop is the thing that matters most to her, then maybe that can be her reason to fight.
私はこんな体質だから普段はあまり感情を出さないようにしてるんだ。何かの拍子に吐かないように考えてるのはそればっか。でもね、おじいちゃんの工場で機械をいじっている時だけは私は本当の私でいられるんだ。メカの世界って楽しい上に奥が深くて全てを忘れて没頭することができるんだ。毎日油まみれになりながら。
なるほどな。
Why am I not allowed to say I see? Why can I not naruhodo? Why you don't like me? Why is Why is this so hard? That's it, you see?
Does my story bore you?
Oh my god, you know what this reminds me of? Those like freaking videos about, what is it? When guys say something to their girlfriends and they seem like such a neutral comment and somehow it suddenly turns into a fight that you didn't expect. And suddenly you've accidentally antagonized her. This is exactly what that's like. I'm going through it right now. I can't even go like naruhodo and she gets angry with me. Oh my gosh. There I go, putting my foot in my mouth. Okay, tell me again. I'll try. I'll try again.
毎日油まみれになりながら夢中になっておじいちゃんの仕事を手伝ってたよ。
She's waxing poetic. I can't stop
も
her.
ちろん失敗することだってたくさんあるけど
That's enough. Stop.
おじいちゃんが豪快に笑いながら励ましてくれるの。いいぞ翼、どんどん失敗しろ。大物になるやつはミスもビッグプレーだからな。ガッハッハって私がどんなに失敗しても
Oh, your grandpa's really nice.
私を追い出したりしない。ゲロ体質の不歴な孫をいつも笑顔で守ってくれる。だから
Your grandpa's really nice. I gotta head to bed now, Kei. Take care. Alright, thank you for dropping in, Dark. Take care, have a good night. Sleep well, sweet dreams. Night night. Your grandpa's really nice as I interrupt you.
私のおじいちゃんは世界一優しいの。どんな時でも孫娘を守ってくれる
A royal grease
油臭い
monkey.
王子様なんだ。
Okay.
工場はそのお城。私ね、いつかおじいちゃんの工場を継ぐのが
Yeah, let me convince her. You know his workshop might be
私を
destroyed.
守ってくれた夢のお城を 今度は私が守ってあげたいから、いつまでもずっとおじいちゃんの工場でメカを。
You know his workshop might get destroyed.
工場破壊されるかもしれないぞ。
Just saying. Remember what CDA said? If we don't fight, we can't protect what matters most to us. Your friends, families, everything you hold dear from your lives in Tokyo Residential Complex. If we lose this war, all of that will be forfeit. But wasn't he just lying? As shady as Siri may have been, I don't think everything he told us was a lie. The Tokyo Residential Complex was attacked by tons of invaders before we were brought here. Our loved ones being in imminent danger might well be true. So my grandpa's workshop is in danger too? How does she not realize this? It's entirely possible. No way! Alright, 95%, 95%? Tsubasa was at a loss for words. The possibility that her loved ones could be attacked by the invaders terrified her. I took a step closer to her and stared right into her eyes.
おじいさんの工場を守りたいなら、お前がやるべきことは一つだ。勇気を出して戦うんだよ。進行生と。
でも私にできるかな。
Yes.
こんな臆病者に。
Believe it.
大丈夫。お前は一人じゃない。俺たちも一緒にお前の大切なものを守るから。だから、お前も俺たちを守ってくれ。
Come with us and protect what matters most to us together.
大切なものを守ってくれ。
We got her! Oh, we killed her. Never mind. Oh, heck yeah. Persuasion complete. Fighting to protect humanity? To protect my grandpa and his workshop? Can someone like me really do that? Of course you can, and you don't have to do it alone. Wow, this is so, like, inspiring. We can make it through this together. I'm not making any promises, and I'm gonna need a little more time. But I won't run from the truth or write myself off anymore. I'll think about what it is I really want and what I need to do to make it happen. Is that okay? Sure, that sounds great. Okay, and thanks, Takumi.
Oh, we got her!
Nice. Day 13. Phew. I did what I could with Tsubasa. I'll try to work on the others now. There are 4 people left to convince. Okay, technically. Is it not just 3? I feel like if you convince Ima, Kako will just follow. Codependency is strong with these two. They are not going anywhere without the other. Of the 4, Gaku seems most likely to hear me out. Who are we gonna leave to last? I don't know, between Mr. No self-esteem or the codependent twins. He doesn't seem like a bad guy, maybe a little outlandish and noisy, but I'm sure I can get him on board. Okay, I'll talk to Gaku next. There's no time to waste. I grabbed the sandwich offering and headed over to Gaku's room. With the power of sandwiches, we're gonna get everybody. Oh, bro. Bro, your room is nasty. No. I've been trying to hold out hope that I would bring myself to like Gaku at some point. I was like, you know how like some characters you just gotta warm up to, you know? Like in Danganronpa, for me, it was like, I don't know, like Genocider, right? Like she seemed crazy at the start, and then by the end of it, I was like, oh my gosh, she's kind of great. I'd appreciate her character a lot. And now it's like, what is with this guy? I'm like digging for a redeeming point from him. I am digging. Huh? Why I won't fight? Because I'm scared, obviously. After filling up on the sandwiches I had brought him, Gaku revealed the reason why he won't fight. I mean, how is it not scary? What the hell are those invader monsters anyway? They're like straight from a manga. There's no way I can face them. I'd rather get kicked out of the school than have to fight them. If you get kicked out, you're guaranteed to die. Isn't it better to fight and live longer then? I'm telling you, I can't. I can't help that I'm scared. How can all of you be fine fighting those monsters? You're the ones who are crazy, not me. Must have a couple screws loose. It's not like we want to fight either, but we have no other choice if we want to protect what matters to us the most. What? I feel like it's gonna be money with him. Or his siblings, actually. If I'm gonna give him his redemption point, it might be his siblings, actually. Because I think he's the eldest brother of like multiple siblings, and that's why they're so like dirt poor, is because he's like the sole breadwinner because all his siblings are really young. And I don't remember if he mentioned if his parents are in the picture. If we don't defend the school, everyone in the Tokyo residential complex is in danger. I mean, don't you have people you care about? If we don't fight the invaders here, they might be killed. People I care about? I don't have anyone like that. The lies you spit. What? But your family?
Yeah.
I don't have a family. I'm an orphan who was abandoned as a baby. I worked and survived at the poor group home that took me in. I found myself falling silent. I had no idea Gaku had such a past. I see. Sorry, I didn't know.
No.
Whatever, I don't really care. Besides, being an orphan isn't all bad. Because all I gotta do is look out for myself. I don't give a crap about the Tokyo residential complex. But are you sure? If the Tokyo residential complex goes down, everyone dies. You might not have any family, but surely you have people you don't want to see die. I told you I don't. I struggle enough looking after myself.
Yeah.
It's been like this my whole life, only looking out for number one. Okay, we're done here. Go home. Wait, hold on. Just hear me out. I told you I won't fight. If you want me to risk my life so much, then bring me money. Money's the only thing I'll risk my life for. Bring me a fat stack of bills, then we'll talk. Money?
No.
Judge me all you want. I don't care what people say. This is how I live my life. If you're not gonna pay me, then get the heck out of here. Shoo! Shoo! Okay, that went well. And Gaku pushed me right out of his room. Well, that didn't work. Seems like the only way he'll hear me out is if I actually bring him money. But nobody has money here. We were basically brought here with just the clothes on our backs. If I can't pay him money, maybe I can give him some sort of gift instead. I'll have to bribe him with something else. In any case, I need to get him to open up to me. Let me try making a gift for Gaku using the gift-o-matic in the rec room. But what will get him to open up to me? What's something he wants? Something with monetary value. And no point trying to think of something on my own. I'll go ask the others and see if they have any ideas. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do I get a fat stack of bills? Okay, well I can't talk to any of these guys. Do I talk to Darumi again? Is Darumi the result of everything? Hydrate. Alright, thank you, Meta. I guess we'll hang out with Darumi, I suppose. She didn't lead us astray last time. Why is it always so hard to find her? Oh, there you are.
Look, Takumi, look what I found.
What's that? She's about to start the killing game on her own. She doesn't need Monokuma to start the killing game. She will.
A surgical scalpel. I was wandering around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and have excavated a whole surgery kit. I can't believe I found such a nice blade. It must be my lucky day.
Oh my god.
Just think how much easier I can do my cutting.
Darumi swung the scalpel around as she ran down the hallway. She's acting like a psychotic slasher. Oh my girl. Oh my girl. I'm glad she's happy, I guess. Okay, training room. Hello, do you have any new input, Takamado? She's so real for that, she is. And I love her. She's still my favorite character in this game so far. None of the others have come close so far. Not counting the MC. I always discount the MC whenever I'm like picking favorites in a game, just because it's like, you can't help but be a little biased towards them, can you? Alright, Takamado? Huh? Something Gaku might want? What about some needles and thread? Needles and thread? Apparently Gaku's good at sewing, and he don't seem like no amateur. Once he looked at the embroidery on my jacket and got all worked up. He was all like, not bad embroidery, but I can do something like that easy. So Gaku can sew. I'm surprised that Gaku has such a domestic side to him. I mean, have you seen the man's like clothing? He is covered in patches. Where do you think he learned how to sew? Well, he's the oldest of a big family. After having to sew up the clothes his brothers ripped up day in, day out, he just got good at it. Big family? That's not what he told me. He said he was an orphan. Apparently he's got over 20 siblings. Well, I mean, it's not that crazy if you're like, oh, he was in an orphanage and like he's the oldest kid in an orphanage and therefore he sees everyone else there as his siblings. Like, come on, Takumi, put 2 and 2 together. Like, holy shit, right? But I guess every family's got their issues. Wait a second. Maybe those are the other foster kids living in the group home. There you go, Takumi. But if that's the case, it turns out he's got a family after all. I should make a note of this. Gaku's got a family of foster siblings. He has family, we are family. Alright, Eito. A present for Gaku. What about clothes? Clothes? I guess his outfits are always patched up. He doesn't have a lot of clothes, or the money to buy more. But his room is so freaking trashed. I see, so he doesn't have the means. But... Hello, Sylvia. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. Enjoy. Thank you for raiding. Relax, sit back, and hang out if you would like. If you want to also go chill since you've just finished streaming, feel free to do so. Take care of yourself first, Sylvia. All right, onwards with this though. So I think he'd be very happy if you gave him clothes. But I can't just bring him any old clothes. It'll have to be something he likes. If I'm going to get him clothes, I need to research his tastes. Okay. So clothes, his foster family. Really? We're gonna talk to Hiruko? I don't know if she... Well, maybe she'll have a surprise good idea. I was like, I don't really have faith that she has good ideas for Gaku. Her and Gaku feel like they're miles apart. I peeked into the war room and saw Hiruko typing something on the computer with a serious look on her face. What are you doing, Hiruko? I'm looking over footage of past battles and making a record. A record? A record of how many invaders and which commanders we took out. Basically, I'm creating objective data detailing how much we've contributed to this war. She's even doing administrative work? She might be hard to get along with, but she's certainly brilliant and capable. Isn't that a lot of work? Obviously. You think I want to do this boring work? Well, I don't, but it's still important. We need to keep these kinds of records. Or they might try to shortchange us when it comes to our reward when the war is over. Reward? Didn't I mention it? These invaders have a pretty nice bounty on their hands. Oh yeah, she does kind of like hunt these things as her job-ish, right? That's what Sirei said at least. If that's true, then we're not fighting for free? No, we don't give labor for free. We get a salary. I hope, a prize, monetary, financial reward. That's why I'm documenting all this for you, so that doesn't happen. So there are rewards for taking out the invaders. I might be able to use this information later when I'm trying to get Gaku on board. Okay. By the way, do you know if there's anything Gaku might want? Huh? Sorry. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, I'm starting to get an idea of what present to get for Gaku. Present for Gaku, what about clothes? Gaku's always wearing patched up clothes, so a gift related to clothing might be good. Although, giving him clothes isn't a good plan. I'm sure he has his own tastes and style, and the chances of him liking whatever clothes I pick out are low. Apparently Gaku's good at sewing, and he doesn't seem like no amateur. According to Takemaru, Gaku can sew, and pretty well at that. Then what about giving him a sewing kit? He'd be able to make whatever clothes he wants, and even keep wearing his current clothes by mending them whenever he needs to. I searched a gift-o-matic for sewing-related gifts. After a few minutes of searching... Sewing kit! Nice! A sewing kit. This looks good. The materials I'll need are needles, threads, scissors, and cotton. That's a lot of materials. Gathering them all is gonna be a pain. I was wandering around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I'm realizing very quickly that anytime you need stuff and you don't have it, Darumi has the answer. Secretly, it's always Darumi because she's the only one who's crazy enough to wander around outside the walls alone, as far as I know.
I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit.
If the place Darumi found was a surgical facility, they might have needles and thread for stitching. It's also sure to have scissors, and if there are medical cotton pads, they might work in place of the cotton. Okay, I'll go exploring tomorrow. I'll have Darumi show me the abandoned hospital so I can gather the materials. Wow. Is this how they encourage people to use the, like, free time exploration stuff? Because, like...
Hey girl! Ready to go find more scalpers for cutting, Takumi?
You mean to look for materials to make Gaku's present, Darumi? Because I feel like otherwise, there's a lot to do during the free time, and since exploration takes up the entire day, I don't think it's like a super appealing choice. So I guess this is their way to like really push people into it.
Yosh.
Okay, take me to that hospital, Darumi.
Okay, but don't get mad at me if I get lost.
Alright, where is it? Alright, bottom right. Search start. Okay, which way is easier to go? Right? Maybe we'll go left actually. I think there's just more stuff for us to grab. Because if I'm already gonna be here, I might as well try to pick up as many things as I can. Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh my god. Nothing like a good wake-up call. That always throws me off so much. You know what I've also been hearing too is the fact when others also have been just vibing along and suddenly also get hit with the sound alert. So, you know, at least I'm not suffering alone. Toad? Yes, Toad. Toad singing his little toad heart out to me. You explore an abandoned building. You find a loose cable that's still alive. It's smoking and might catch fire soon. Pull the cable out? Nice, I got a cable. I would not recommend you ever just yank a cable out if it's live. That's crazy. The ground starts shaking while you're exploring an abandoned building. The best thing to do is hide under a table, I'm pretty sure, right? I mean, I can't say I've ever been through an earthquake, but aren't you supposed to hide under a table and not run out of a building? As far as I'm aware, even though it seems counterintuitive. Celine D. Toad. I think they practice that in school. I don't, probably. I've never really had it in Canada because earthquakes aren't really like a common thing here. At most, usually we get more of the, if there's like a big earthquake, we just get sort of the aftershocks of it sometimes hitting us. But like, we don't really have any big earthquakes of our own here. So I've never had to do like earthquake like training or anything, but I think you're supposed to hide under a table, right? As far as I am aware. Okay, so I guess we'll go hide under a table. Nice, you decide to hide under a desk until the shaking stopped and weather the earthquake safely. Got pimple. Yeah, it's more in the southern US or west coast. I think we don't have that in the east coast either. Ah, yeah, table. Yeah, from what I've heard. I forget what the reason is to not run outside. Is it because like either if a building collapses it'll fall on you, or if it's because the ground will collapse beneath you? Potentially. It's probably because of the building, right? Or it's just safer in general, like things are not falling around you? You find a shooting game at an abandoned arcade. Prices are still lined up on the shelves. You can probably shoot one down. Aim for the tin toy, aim for the heavy looking gem, aim for the box of candy. Candy. Oh, I got HP back. Not that I really needed any, but thank you. Probably good to have something on your back like a turtle shell. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hey Gaia, you hide under the desk so they can identify your body. No. Good to know. In case anyone ever needs to identify me. You know what? I'm just gonna, you know, chill in Canada and not face earthquakes. You know how there's like, what is it? I think they said places like Japan and the Los Angeles, is it fault line? Are both like super overdue for an earthquake. And a part of me is always like slightly like afraid of traveling to any places that I know have that kind of like imminent disaster incoming. Especially one that is very overcooked as far as I'm aware. Same thing with seatbelts and airplanes. I mean, hey, what if the plane flips upside down in the sky and starts rolling? I mean, that's probably the least of your worries. little earthquake never hurt. Just a little one. I don't know. I feel like the thing is, I don't know how I would react because I've never experienced not even like an aftershock of one, so I can't really say how I would react. I've experienced small ones in Mexico. Thankfully they're just small. I haven't even had like the aftershock of one, so I don't know how I would react. I always think it's also like, what is it? For people who have pets and stuff, they say pets usually pick up on it a little bit ahead of the human does, which I think is interesting. But I don't even have a pet warning system for that. Defensive. Have you lived through a natural disaster at all, like a hurricane? No. I think we've gotten like very close. I remember there was one time in my life where we got very, very close to one, but I've always been like in an area that has just been lucky enough to not have an actual disaster hit us. I know there's been like cities and stuff or areas nearby that have definitely like had a hurricane and like, you know, people were in trouble, but as far as my area has been, we've been lucky. I remember very distinctly the one time when it was like, I think as close to it getting of an actual like, you know, full-on windstorm passing through and stuff, and I was like hiding out in the basement and everything. Like looking outside, it was terrifying because it never, I don't know, tornadoes and hurricanes are one of those things that like I always just saw on TV kind of thing. It was just something that never happened where I lived in Canada, so seeing it like get very, very close to that was already terrifying, and I was like, this is not even the actual thing, this is just getting close to it. So I was just like, man, I think it's wild for people who live in areas that are quite prone to natural disasters. It's pretty spooky, but the first is always the worst. Have you gone through them a lot, Zurako? What's this? Oh wait, no, not dash. I want homicide. We have a hurricane season on the East Coast. Whoa. Yeah, I'm like, that sounds so scary to me, but I say that as someone who like just has never encountered them, so I don't know if my concept of them is overblown or not. You'll find a pair of men's underwear on the ground. What's this doing here? See if they're still clean. Smell them? Do I want to smell men's underwear from the ground? See if they're still clean, smell them. Is this not- this is the same thing. Do you- you want to see if they're clean, you smell them. Is this not the same thing? I guess unless there's some visual- okay, I'm not gonna go there. See if they're still clean? Nothing happened. Okay. Okay, yeah, maybe let's not touch the random underwear. Let's not do that. You see a red light floating up ahead. Could it be a ghost? Follow it. You followed the ghost carefully. When you saw an opening, you grabbed it. Its true identity was a red crystal. Was the gem floating in the air? I don't know, but we got a crystal. Hey, you got needles, threads, scissors, and cotton. Nice. Alright, I got all the materials.
Okay, can we go home then? I'm getting bored. I just want to go back to my room and play depressing Edo games.
Alright, you do that, Darumi. You do that. Don't let me stop you from your Edo gaze. Alright, let's make that sewing kit. Crafting complete.
Ah.
Yes, the sewing kit's done. I immediately headed to Gaku's room with a newly made gift.
No.
It doesn't matter how many times you come over. I'm never going to fight those invaders.
Huh?
The only way to convince me is with a sack full of money. The heck is this? A sewing kit? Wait, you're giving this to me? Yeah, I figured you could use this sewing kit to make whatever clothes you wanted. Or you can just keep mending the clothes you already have. You're good at sewing, right? Alright, I gotta admit this is pretty thoughtful. I just noticed some holes in my clothes. Yes, that's a pretty good reaction. I can tell Gaku's expression is softening.
No.
Look, I feel bad saying this after you gave this to me and all, but I still can't fight with you. I'm seriously terrified of those invaders. As you can see, I'm not exactly the big macho Chad type. I'm not a Chad. I'm not even a Brad. No, I'm not asking you to fight just in exchange for this gift.
Oh.
More like a gift so I could get a chance to talk to you some more. Gaku, would you mind telling me why you're so against fighting? Oh, thank you, Zurako. Welcome back to the pond. Happy 10 months. Kei is a Chad. Is that a compliment? Is that a compliment? Don't people usually like... I don't know. Aren't Chads and Brads usually not a good thing? Unless it's a Giga Chad? Gaku, would you mind telling me why you're so against fighting? Oh my gosh, here we go. Time to woo this man. Why won't I fight? Isn't it obvious? It's because I'm freaking terrified. I get dragged to this completely insane place and... I can't say you're such a chicken to him. You can make bank if you fight. Bank money. Bank. Oh my gosh, I forgot that because he speaks to him in Japanese, he calls him Maruko. That's so weird to not hear Gaku because I've been calling him Gaku the whole time. Maybe some are bad, but you're the best of them. Thanks, Zurako. Scaredy cat, he is a chicken, but he heard money. Cha-ching. Cha-ching overpowers the fear. Gaku, if you fight, you can make moolah. Dough. What? Make money? According to Hiruko, every invader you bag nets you a bounty reward. If you fight the invaders with us, you'll be able to make some serious cash. No freaking way. So you're saying this could be a way out of being broke? This has just turned into Gaku's Squid Game. No, not just that. We actually have a chance of hitting it big and getting rich. He like that. Gaku, come fight with us. Let's get through this war and make a ton of cash. Must be the money. Money, money, money. Must be funny. In a rich man's world. I extended my hand and urged him to participate in the coming battles, but... Gaku wouldn't take my hand. Instead, he averted his gaze and bit his lip. What? What's the matter? You don't want money? Yeah, I do. Real bad. You have any idea how long I've been broke?
No.
I'd gladly risk my life. No, 2 of my lives for a big payout. Then... But if I decide to fight here and help you take out the invaders, then all those bastards in the Tokyo residential complex would be safe too. Isn't that a good thing? No way, it's not fair. Not fair? I told you I'm an orphan, right? I grew up poor in a group home. You may not know this, but society pretty much treats you like dirt when you're a poor orphan. No matter how much I asked for help, those jerks in the complex never even gave me the time of day. Fair? Now's not the time to be thinking about fair. Shut up. You grew up in a happy family. I don't want to hear crap from you. Gaku started breathing heavily as he shut me down. His hatred towards the society that abandoned him is Gaku's true reason for not fighting. He'll never agree to join us until his hatred is addressed. Dang. Gaku is getting radicalized. Man has been through it. Man has been through it. I mean, you know, if your entire life has been shaped by the fact that everyone's abandoning you, I can see it, but still. Gaku, I'm here if you want to talk about it. Especially because, like, if he really cares about his so-called 20 foster siblings, I don't know. There's a heart in there somewhere deep down. I'd love to know everything you've been through. I decided to ask Gaku about his past to see if I could find a way to change his mind.
俺が東京団地にいた頃、いくつバイト掛け持ちしてたか教えてやろうか。17個だよ、17個。24時間365日、昼夜を問わず働き詰めだったんだ。毎日ぶっ倒れる寸前まで働いてよ。そのくせ俺の手元に
Sounds like you've had it hard. I don't know if that's the right response.
全部グループホームの運営費に消えちまったからな。
Ooh, I want to help you.
おかげで休みすら取れなかったぜ。俺だってまだ子供なのに。どうしてこんなに
I wanna
働かな
help
きゃな
you?
らねえんだよ。おかしいだろ。
Okay, no, he doesn't want my help. He doesn't want my help. Never mind.
俺はお前の助けになりたい。
Never mind. He doesn't want my help. Okay, I'm sorry.
ああ。
If you feel sorry for me, then give me money. After that, you can bring me a rich girl with huge knockers. It seems like shallow empathy only has the opposite effect. See, I was gonna say, oh, Gaku cares about his 20 foster siblings. That's his redemption point. Never mind, he just wants a rich girl. It's no good, I failed. What can I do to get Gaku to fight when he's holding such resentment for the Tokyo residential complex? He's asking for a lot. Yeah, he is. Okay. Okay, so I'm not helping him. He doesn't want my help. Is there any other options?
だから大人たちを頼ったんだよ。どうかうちのホームに愛の手をって。でも何にもならなかったんだ。政治家には助成金の申請を無視されて、企業に出向いて寄付金を募ったら顔に茶をぶっかけられた。
Not all of them are bad.
助けてやるなんてごめんだぜ。
I don't feel like that's the answer either.
俺は絶対
Save your siblings, well that might be it. Yeah, save your siblings. We're your siblings. For your ototos. My siblings? Takemaru told me. You're the oldest in the group home, and you have a lot of foster siblings. If the complex gets destroyed, they'll all die. You're fine letting the invaders massacre your entire family? Gaku fell silent. He seemed rattled. As much as he seems to hate the complex at large, there's no way he just abandoned his family. He's bound to change his mind once he realizes his siblings are in danger.
Huh?
No, I'm still not fighting. What? Don't you even care if your whole family gets killed?
No.
They're not my family. It's not like we're blood related. Oh, come on. They're just strangers who happen to live in the same group home as me. Oh, that's so mean. What's wrong with you? You may not be blood related, but you're still family. Not only are they not family, they're a huge burden. I'm so... I hate Gaku. I hate him. I've had to suffer my entire life because of those stupid brats. Just thinking about it ticks me off. They freaking used me. If it weren't for them, my life wouldn't be as miserable. Jeez, those brats can go die. Die, 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 die. Dang. Listen, I know this is probably gonna be one of those like, oh, he doesn't actually mean it, but like, just to even voice it is kind of wild. Ah, went up to 60% though. He's in denial. What's with this guy really? I get his anger towards the Tokyo residential complex, but why his family as well? They run through the same hardships. Gaku, why are you so angry at your family? Would you mind telling me? I needed to abate Gaku's anger and get him to fight. I decided to try again. One more time.
弟たちの食費を稼ぐためなんだ。俺が稼いだ金は片っ端からあいつらの胃袋に消えちまった。身を粉にして働いてんのは俺なのに、俺は服の一着も買えなかったんだぜ。そのくせあいつら。
That's just how kids are.
やれ
Ungrateful brats.
やれおやつ買ってこいだの。四六時中文句ばっかり言ってきやがる。どだいあいつら。俺のことなんて奴隷ぐらいにしか思ってねえんだよ。壊れたものは俺が直せばいいと思ってやがるし、破れた服は俺に縫わせりゃいいと思ってやがる。
Kids are ungrateful brats. As they should. You sound like a mom. I mean, he does. He does. Little parasites.
あいつらさえいなけりゃ、俺にはもっと金と時間があったはず
You're
なんだ。
not wrong, technically.
新品の服だって買えた。
You know, you would have time and money to yourself.
一人暮らしだってできたかもしれねえ。返せよ。俺の金と時間返してくれよ。畜生死ね。死んじまえクソガキども。
Enough already?
死ね死ね死ね死ね死ね死ね死ね死ね死ね死ね死ね死ね。
Enough already, shut up! No.
いい加減にしろよ。
I mean, I feel like that's a normal reaction to tell this guy to stop it. I feel like it's so hard to get children to understand that concept. Yeah. I mean, see, that's the thing where people, every time they always ask me like, okay, are you ever considering having kids? Or like, do you ever see kids in your future? And I'm like, no, because for one, like aside from the, you know, having to care for a literal human being, it's the way that you have to shape their like view of the world is like such a crazy responsibility. Like I feel like one thing you say wrong, and sometimes kids will just like hold on to that thing with like a freaking death grip. They will hold on to that concept and not let go. So I don't know, it just feels like a lot, and I don't think I want to bear the responsibility of that kind of stuff.
Huh?
Enough already, not until society gives me what I'm owed. I turn into such a piece of trash because society sucks. Oh, you're just projecting. It's all society's fault, not mine. You know, multiple characters in this game need therapy. Gaku included. They can have group therapy together. There's nothing I can say to Gaku when he gets like this. I need to do something to get him to express what he's really feeling. Okay.
死ね死ね死ね死ね死ね死ね死ね死ね死ね死んじまえ。中木どもが新構成に皆殺しにされたって、俺は悲しくともなんともねえよ。
Oh, I'm just supposed to let him yap.
Huh?
Damn it, die. They can all die.
Huh?
They all deserve to die.
No.
They all should just die. But then, why? Why is it when I imagine them being killed?
涙が出てくるんだよ。
Aw. Look, there's your heart, as small as it is. It's because you don't want them to die. Not really. But if you think about it, I'd be way better off without them. They don't add any benefit to my life. A family is not about benefits. You should know that better than anyone. Ooh, call him out. You're trying to convince yourself, I'm gonna sway. Sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches. You're trying to convince yourself that you should abandon them when you know you can't. You're only making yourself suffer. How about you give up and just accept it? Fight to save your siblings. You want me to save the little brats who ruined my life? Damn it, my life sucks. Was I a panty thief in my previous life? Hey, we're almost there.
お前が東京団地なんて助けたくないって言うならそれでいい。俺たちだって別に世界を守るために戦ってるわけじゃないからな。
Be selfish. It's okay to be selfish.
自分の大切なものさえ守れれば正直それでいいとさえ思ってる。
I took a step closer to him and stared right into his eyes. I feel like Takumi's trying to make everybody fall in love with him via eye contact.
東京団地なんて助けなくていい。憎しみなんて捨てなくていい。だからお前も自分の大切なものを守るためだけに戦ってくれ。
Be like me.
グループホームでお前の帰りを待つ。
Just fight for your family.
家族のためだけに戦ってくれ。
Nice, 100%. Bring honor to your family. Panty Thief does deserve that. Yes, yes they do. Hey, there we go. I never asked for all those brothers and sisters, you know? My own parents didn't want me, so who needs a family? They just get in the way. Why should I have to keep busting my hump for them? Even now, they could be a million miles away for all I know. My whole life, I've had to sacrifice everything for their sakes. Talk about rotten luck. But still, I can't just abandon them. They're family. We might not be related by blood, but they're the only family I've got, you know? Of course. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be there for your family. Is it asking too much for you to fight for them too? Sorry, but can you give me some time alone? I need to think through all this. Sure, I understand. Thanks, man. You're a real decent guy. I feel a little better about myself now. Okay, I guess that worked. Day 15. I was about to say, I feel like I haven't heard this announcement in a little bit.
15日だ。今日も偉大な人類のため、観覧深空なんのその。
I'm just thinking about how this, like, voice actor for C-Ray, I think literally had to say day 1, day 2, day 3, prepare for day 5, day 6, all the way to day 100.
野蛮下劣な旧敵から愛する学園を守り抜こうね。
All right. The announcement played like usual, and I got out of bed feeling like it would be just another morning. But then... Huh? Who could that be? Aw, sleepy Takumi. I opened up the door and welcomed my guests inside. Oh my god, I love Darumi so much. Every single time, she's just like the one person who comes to visit him during the morning. Every morning, she's so excited to see Takumi.
How did you like the meatloaf? A real taste of home, right? Just like Mama used to make? There's a reason for that. I sliced your mother up into little pieces and put her in the... Just kidding! You've been dynamite!
Yeah, sure, you got me. Did you want something, or did you just come here to prank me? Wow indeed. I love her so much.
Aw, don't shoot the messenger, bro. Mistress Hideko sent me on important business.
Mistress Hideko?
She wants you and me and Takemaru and Eito to meet up in the cafeteria. That means right the F now, mister. Anyway, now you know. I have to go tell the others. Mistress Hideko's orders must be carried out promptly and efficiently.
Darumi bounded away, leaving chaos and confusion in her wake. Another meeting, huh? But it's only us this time. The deadline's tomorrow, so maybe Hideko wants to discuss that test she mentioned? Well, only one way to find out. Cafeteria, here I come. Alright. Well, I think I am going to save there for today. I think I'm gonna end stream there. We got 2 people convinced out of... What do we have? 3 people left? Thank you guys all so much for hanging out with me. Make sure you guys are hydrating. Make sure you guys are stretching because it's good for you. If you want to hang out with me offline, I'm in the Discord. Come say hi. I promise I don't bite. But yeah, otherwise I will see you on my next stream, whether that is on Monday or on another day. We'll see. But yeah, take care of yourselves. Sleep well and bye. 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 Bye.